It's late night in Brooklyn, the kind of night where the air smells like wet concrete and bad decisions. The streetlights flicker and you hear whispers. They're back. Season freaking 2 of Brooklyn Bloodlines. We start in the back room of La Tavola Nera. Goku D'Angelo's pounding the table so hard, the espresso cups are tapping like it's amateur hour at the Copa. "Somebody's crossing me," he growls. And let me tell you, when Goku's veins start popping, somebody's going in the trunk. Nick Palermo's sitting there, puffing his cigar, trying to look cool, but the guy's sweating through his shirt like he just ran the New York freaking marathon. Lopez. He comes storming in, looking like he lost his pension at the track, screaming about feds in the bushes. And then there's Bambi Palermo, strutting down the block in high heels, rain pouring like the heavens got beef. Everybody's staring, but nobody's smiling. You know why? 'Cause that girl's got plans, and none of 'em involve happy endings. Then you cut to Christian's in telly. This silk suit psycho is leaning against a lamppost, smirking like he owns the whole borough. Spoiler alert, he don't. But he sure as hell thinks he does. Boom! Courthouse explodes. People screaming. And from the smoke walks Mikey the Hammer. The guy don't say much. He don't need to. He just cracks his knuckles and the whole block goes silent like church on Good Friday. Admiral Impeach, he's hustling blueprints like they're lotto tickets. Supreme, he's lounging with a glass of scotch, looking like he already knows how this season ends. And Winters, the Fed, he's down in pills like Tic Tacs, sweating through his three-piece like it's July in Jersey. This ain't no fairy tale, kid. This is season 2, and if you thought the first one was bloody, you ain't seen nothing yet. Brooklyn Bloodlines, season 2, coming soon. Family, loyalty, betrayal, boom. Bambi's twisted tales. Wait till Helen comes. The House of Bones. They say every house has a story, right? Well, this one, it had a graveyard in the damn backyard. Already tells you it ain't a home. It's a warning. A crumbling church, half converted into a house, sitting out in the sticks. Rain wrought on the beams, stained glass windows cracked like broken teeth, and graves leaning like drunks at last call. That's where Molly, Michael, and their new stepsister Heather ended up, thanks to their ma, Jean, and her new husband Dave. A family stitched together with glue and denial, moving into a place where the walls still whispered prayers to ghosts. The misfit sister Molly wasn't thrilled, let me tell ya. Girl had instincts sharper than a switchblade, and from day one she smelled the rot. Heather, thin, pale, eyes like glass marbles pulled out of the dirt, was obsessed with her dead mother. The kid clung to memories like they was candy in her pocket. She'd mutter to herself, stare at the cemetery like it was a playground. Didn't take a genius to see something was off. But Jean, the artist, got her head full of colors and canvases. Dave, the stepdad, buried in books. Nobody sees nothing but their own crap. So Heather, she's got free rein to wander into the shadows. The friend in the dark. First night, Molly wakes up to a draft, windows cracked and Heather standing out in the yard, nightgown flapping like a ghost herself. Molly follows her. Out by the crooked tombstones, Heather's whispering like she's having a conversation. Only problem? Nobody's there. Or at least, nobody alive. Heather turns, voice flat as a morgue drawer. Helen says she's lonely. She wants me to play. Molly's gut twists. Helen ain't no neighborhood kid. Helen's carved on a tombstone 20 feet away, died in a fire with her ma years ago. The whispers. Days go by, things get weirder. Molly hears footsteps upstairs when Heather's in the kitchen. Michael, always joking, bustin' chops, starts feeling cold spots. Lights flicker. Shadows stretch too long in the corners. Heather, she's smiling for the first time in years. But it ain't a happy smile. It's the kind of grin you get when the devil whispers sweet nothings in your ear. She says to Molly one night, "Wait till Helen comes, then I won't be alone anymore." The grave invitation. One storm rolls in, thunder banging like gunshots. Molly wakes again. Heather's gone. Flash of lightning shows the back door swinging open. She grabs Michael and they haul ass to the graveyard. There's Heather standing in the old stone crypt, hand outstretched, and across from her, Helen. The ghost girl's a nightmare, skin gray like wet ashes, eyes glowing faint green, hair matted, dress still scorched from the fire. She ain't no Casper, she's hunger in human shape. Helen whispers, "Come with me. We'll be together forever." Heather takes a step forward. The confrontation. Molly don't think. She dives in, grabbing Heather's arm, screaming at the ghost. "You can't have her. She's not yours. You burned once. Don't drag her down too." The crypt shakes like it's breathing. Helen shrieks, a sound like nails on bone. But then, something changes. The way Molly's holding Heather, it's protecting, not possessing. Helen sees it. Her own mother never saved her. She burned. But here, Molly's fighting tooth and nail. Helen's face twists, grief flickering where the hate used to be. And just like smoke, she fades. The aftermath. Heather collapses, sobbing, clinging to Molly for the first time. Michael, for once, ain't got a joke. He just helps drag 'em back to the house. The parents finally listen. They hear the story, their faces pale as milk. They ain't laughing it off anymore. The cemetery don't change. It's still there, rotting, whispering. But the family, something stitched up tighter that night. Heather ain't perfect. She's still got shadows in her eyes. But she don't walk alone no more. And Molly, she learned the dead don't always want peace. Sometimes they just want company. Hey, paisanos and wise guys, looking for a place where ass-kicking storytelling meets mob-tastic animation? You're in the right freaking neighborhood. Welcome to Bambi Palermo's Pizzaverse, where every event is served with a hot slice of satire, a dash of danger, and a sprinkle of wise guy charm. Now let me break it down for you. The Pizzaverse is Bambi's twisted little patch of YouTube magic, where mob-style drama, twisted tales, and brooding characters camp out under one roof. We got everything, from tales from the Pizzaverse, like Tale of the Three Bookies, to Brooklyn bloodlines and straight-up surreal shorts like a Pizzaverse elegy. Bambi's tossing out stories about rival factions, neon dreamscapes, personality clashes. Sometimes they roast each other. Sometimes they mourn the death of a frog-filthy nerd. Funeral for the frog, anyone? Here's the deal. This ain't your grandma's pasta night. Each episode is a juicy meatball of drama, humor, and cartoon-fueled mayhem that'll have you looking forward to what's next. Pizzaverse News keeps you updated, but with that extra gangster twist, capiche? You want to laugh at mob-style absurdity. You want to be pulled into twisted fables where gravity's optional and emotions are served a la mode. Bambi's got you covered, from the classic Pizzaverse News Ep. 15, The Haircut, to the fresh out the oven, the Pizzaverse Roast, a slice of revenge. Tale of the Three Bookies. Mobsters, backroom deals, dramatic reveals. A pizza-verse roast, a slice of revenge. Brutal, hilarious, chaotic. Pizza-verse State of the Union. Big talk, bigger laughs, and maybe a coup or two. And that's just the appetizer, folks. Just wait till dessert. So what do you say? Ready to ride with us through this bizarre, cheesy, yet always badass universe Bambi's cooked up? Hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, tell us who you want to see in the next slice of mayhem. The Pizzaverse is hot, fresh, and needed for your attention. Stay wise, stay spicy, and welcome to the freaking Pizzaverse, where we always win. The grave still waits. Helen's grave is still out there, stone cracked, weeds curling around it. And some nights, when the moon's fat and pale, you swear you hear a child's voice carrying through the trees. Wait till Helen comes. The moral of the story. Don't ignore the cries in the graveyard. The dead ain't as lonely as they look, and once you let 'em in, they don't let go. Protect the living, respect the dead, and for the love of Saint Anthony, don't move into a damn church with a cemetery in the backyard. That's another nightmare stitched into the collection, Bambi's Twisted Tales. If you liked this grave-cold bedtime story, hit the subscribe, ring the bell, and remember, this is the Pizzaverse where we tell the truth, roast the clowns, and serve horror hotter than Sunday gravy. And remember, in the Pizzaverse we don't miss. Thanks for watching.